I am the Druid Chef. Welcome on this fantastic journey of Celtic food.
I went out to the Hazelwood, because the fire was in my head, and I cut and peeled the hazel wand and hooked a berry on a thread.
What is very, very important to me as a Druid Chef is looking for the true ingredients, the produce, the freshness, and I can't cook without that. That is my anchor to all the dishes, and getting the actual, proper ingredients, the combination, the freshness, as I was saying, and being able to use those into the mode of Celtic cuisine. In my land vision I was talking about, my black and white, all those different areas, and that's where it stems from. And where do I get all these lovely produce? Well, my network of friends, colleagues, my people that I've associated myself with, and one of those is Caviston's here in Glasstool, where I actually come and do my shopping, look for the seafood, find out what's going on in the markets, and even go on mushroom trips and different culinary experiences with Peter Caviston. This is one area that Cavistons are so strong, the seafood, and that's what Peter hangs his hat on. And that's where I come, every so often come down, I see the hustle and bustle, find out what's going on in the markets, find out also the lovely stories that Peter will be telling me about all the foodies and different things that happen. And this is the man himself, as they call him, the crab, Peter Caviston, doing his job daily there. Peter, as we're going through our Celtic journey of food, I just want to go through your lovely counter here, what excites me.
What a feast we have for you today.
Absolutely.
These, I suppose, rainbow trout, these are farmed. So if the weather's very bad, I suppose we have these to fall back on. Very nice, stuffed them. Next up is the mackerel.
And one of the simple dishes there, Peter, would be your little bit of Kerrygold, season, catch your mackerel on the pan, bit of bread. Simple. That was one of the things I was talking about with Peter there. Not only does he have the product, but he gives the education of food, little cookery tips, little recipes, information, making his customers very, very comfortable, and also giving them, what they want to know. Okay, what else have we got, Peter?
These are tiger prawns.
Yeah, very popular in the market.
Very popular in the market. These are imported, black tigers, and they're easy to do. They're very gelatinous.
What else we got, Peter, here?
Now, what we have is monkfish.
Oh, super.
This is monk tail.
Yeah.
I call it the white steak.
Absolutely.
Absolutely lovely, solid, meaty. Now, I can remember years ago, people didn't want it.
Yeah.
Now, remember, your whole monk is that size, so your head is huge.
Yeah.
In Spain, the Spaniards really came to Ireland, I think, years ago, to fish in our waters, and what their prize was monkfish. What they call monk is rape.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful product. Now, but the Irish people now, they go mad for it.
Absolutely. I was on a boat down, down in West Cork. We're on a boat with the Spanish trawlermen. What did they have? The monkfish, sliced potatoes, sliced onions, they had a little bit of chilli, they had the saffron, they had the olive oil, and they put that in the stew. We had the fisherman's stew out on the boat, Peter, and you're exactly right.
Anyway, we'll wind on. Look at these.
Yeah, the lemon sole.
Large lemon sole. Absolutely gorgeous.
And look at the shine on them as well there, Peter.
Yeah.
That's how you know the fresh fish, that they have their actual, liquor on them there, that they shine, that they give that ooze of freshness and that. What else, Peter?
We have fresh scallops.
Fantastic. And they're the ones that you would cook very, very fast.
Yeah,
nice little salad. You might do it in the restaurant, things like that.
By the way, do not overcook them. The more you cook them,
they shrink.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah. The
herring. And how look, there's the roe, there's a soft roe, there's the melt, that's the male.
Okay.
So these I love. When I was a child, I was seemed to be able to fillet a herring. I don't remember when I was 6.
Yeah.
But what you can do with a herring, the melt, which I'll show you. I'll go to fillet you one.
Okay, Peter.
Show you. You can see that there now. I turn it this side.
Yeah.
When you show me the bigger one, And so the one with
turn it over. You have a nice 5 or 2. And that's your fillet of herring. This is a lovely piece here. Look.
No.
That's the melt.
Lovely. The roe.
The roe.
Yeah, and what would people do with that, Peter? What?
into seasoned flour and pan fry it, and brown bread. And I am telling you, you get up in the middle of the night to eat that. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm telling you, that's my cue now for my breakfast. I'm going to have that. I'm serious.
Okay. And tell me about this. You have a nice
that's a
turbot.
Yeah, 1.5 maybe.
Very popular fish in your shop, Peter.
Beautiful. Or 2. And how you'll know, there's the brill.
Yeah.
And there's the
turbot. Yeah. The brill be more rounder.
Yeah. You see the difference there?
Yeah, I do indeed.
And then this has knobbly.
Yeah. Lovely. Yeah. All flat fish.
All flat fish. Beautiful. But that's a prize.
Okay.
That's the king of the sea.
Yeah. And what have we got here? We have
the trout.
Yeah. What we saw down the back there.
Yeah, these would be farmed in the sea. They're sea trout.
Okay.
They'd have more flavour than the rainbow trout.
Okay.
Because they're getting nutrients from the sea.
Yeah.
At the back here we have a haddock, whole haddock. How you'll know there, you got the forefinger and thumb. Our Lord is supposed to pick it up out of the water like that.
Okay.
That's the haddock. There's the haddock fillets. And we can give you any fish if you like. On or off the bone, filleted whatever way you like, skinned whatever way you like.
I see we have our old friend, Jean Dory.
Yeah, Jean Dory.
Or Saint Pierre.
My own name, Saint Pierre, St. Peter's fish.
St. Peter's fish.
Yes.
And has a black dot there in it. Yeah.
Forefinger and thumb again.
Yeah.
That was another one he picked out of the water.
Okay.
But you want to be very, very
careful
because look at the spines.
Yeah.
It's a very well armed fish. Look at those. There and all around there and all around there.
The last thing that we want to see is Larry the lobster in your tank. Quite a big lobster there, Peter.
Yeah.
You know, you have that in the tank in the shop, and you carry quite a lot of this product.
Now there's a lot of eating in that. So I mean, look, there's a fine tail on that, you know.
Yeah, and then the claws as well.
It's a hen lobster, as you can see, the deep shell here, you know.
Yeah, for all the eggs.
For all the eggs, you know. And I mean, I'd be very happy to get that. I'd be very happy to get half of that in a plate.
It's very nice.
Yes.
Okay.
And by the way, you see this here?
Yeah.
People ask me why we have the bands on the because I tell you one thing, when they're in that tank, the mobility is very good and they can do some damage with their claws. This one here is its holding claw, and this one here is its cutting claw. Okay. And he could get, you know, he'll hold with this one and he will cut with that.
Well, we know the old story about the guy that had the lobster meal in the restaurant and it only came with one claw, and he asked the waiter to come along and he said, you know, all my lobster has is one claw. He said, I'm sorry sir, I was in a fight. And he turned around and he said, well, bring me the winner. So I'd like to thank Peter Cavelston for bringing me on this journey of food. And I'm just here in Bullock Harbour. You know, as I said, I'll go where no chef has gone before. The wind is against me, you know, the landscape, the vision, the feeling, everything like that. And we're doing something that is special to me. It is called the Celtic soul. And that is, you know, the soul of the Druid chef going through and cooking and then bringing it into a fish format with a lovely Dover sole or flat sole with a nice lobster or prawn butter. So I just get started now, and I have my sole here on the table. I'm just going to take the skin off the sole and just manipulating all the skin there just to get a nice grip. And that's what you do. You just start pulling, letting your hand just pull the skin away, and that's what we're looking to do there. Just get all that skin off that lovely sole, and then we're ready to sort that out. And then the same on the white side, and that's what you have on the actual flat sole, a black and a white side. Very, very good quality fish, and it's in most restaurants of good quality here in Ireland, and it's a lovely fish. Just simple salad or something like that to eat with that will be very, very nice indeed. So just taking the white skin off, and then I'll start preparing the actual sole and getting all the nice trimmings away and breaking it down to a nice size to fit into my pan. Okay, so I've got my anchor onto the second part, so just pulling that away, pulling it away. Little slippy there. Now, lovely. There we go now. Just getting all that nice skin off. And then I'll just cut through the head. And now what I need to do is just take away all the outside fins there. So with a knife I'll just cut away on that. Sorting that out. getting that. So we're really just shaping up the actual sole for the pan, getting away all the trimming. And again, if I was to cook these trimmings here on the sole, they would be the first thing to burn or to blacken first. So we don't want that to happen here on our nice sole. Okay, I'm just going to take the roe out, get all that away. And this is where most of the work, when you're looking at the sole, you know, to take all the skin, get rid of all the roughage or the outside, then get rid of all what you don't want to be inside the fish, and then that is prepared, ready for the cooking in the nice pan that we have. So I just cut down here, and again I will take this away. Now I'll sort that out. And then just finally a little bit at the tail. And that's it then. That's what we're looking at when you say the actual fish, the sole ready. Quite a nice size, you know, 4 nice fillets on there. I'm going to flour that, season it, and then get that into my pan.
Follow the song of the gull to enchanted western isles.
All right, most of the work then done with the sole, ready for the flouring. But my special ingredient today, and that's what I'm trying to bring with the program, you know, different ways of cooking in an Irish fashion, using our natural ingredients, but being clever a little bit with the flavors that I'm working with, and also the result that we're looking at. So in here in the pot, and let me just show you there, all the heads of my prawns I've just put in there, put some nice organic butter, very, very nice indeed, some oil in there. I've cooked that, and what I have there now is the shellfish butter, and the way that I'm going to cook the sole will be through the shellfish butter, and that is equal to the shellfish, giving the flavour to the sole, giving a nice orangey kind of texture, and also a bien doré, golden brown and orangey as well, just going through that, but also leaving the flavour of the butter and the shellfish on the fish itself, on the sole itself. So that will be coming into play now. What I have to do there, I just have to strain that, and then I'll just get that into my pan. So that's my little bit of butter that I have in there. As it goes in, it's a lovely orange colour. I can see the lovely orange colour. Very, very pleased with that. Now, second ingredient, what are we looking at here? And I've just got a little clove there. I'll tell you about that later on. We have our Celtic salt. I always use that. That's my herbs, my little bit of paprika, my crab pepper, and also my sea salt. In the flour, I just get my sole, lovely, and just give that a nice coating, ready for the off. Give that, and then just give that a little shake. You see that it's windy here, and just put that into my pan. Okay, and we'll just get cooking on that. I'm going to baste this as it cooks, get the nice colour, working with the heat, working with the butter, working with all the fusion flavours as the cooking goes ahead. Bear with me, we're going on the journey with the sole. It's in the pan. I have the lovely prawn butter going there. I'm going to start basting this and bringing all the nice butter over that, letting the heat build up underneath, getting the actual golden brown, and that will take nearly, you know, 10 to 15 minutes of cooking on the pan. And we call this in French, if we're in the classical style, meunière. Again, with the Celts, pan fried. You know, the pan cooking of old was the actual style that they did as they lit the fires and then, you know, cooked their local ingredients or their kill of the day on that. Now, that's going away nicely there. It will take a little while just to brown, but again, the art of cooking is in the basting, and that's what I have to do. Keep basting, 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 keeping the heat going there and getting all those nice flavours going onto the actual fish. And the result will be, when I turn that over, I'll have a nice golden brown colour. The actual flavour, the butter, as I keep saying, is going to penetrate the fish. It's going to be great. I'm out here just on the sea behind me, you know, the birds are flying and everything else is happening, and that's what I love to do. I love to actually be at one with nature, come away from, you know, the hot kitchens in hotels and restaurants, and being able to cook something, you know, unique at a location that no chef has has gone before. And that's what the Druid Chef's all about. Bring the food to the people and people to the food, and new ideas that I can, you know, explore and develop and all that. Now, what other new ideas would I have? Well, you know, spinach goes very, very well with sole. Of course it does. It's a nice tender vegetable and all that. But what I'm looking to do, I'm looking to get my carrageen, and that is our seaweed of old, our seaweed of the Irish culture. Carrageen, the word carrageen, you know, the weed of the rock, that's what it is. And then I have a little bit of other seaweed just underneath there, you know, the strings there. And I will now start just to blanch that off and get it in here. I have a little bit of onions as well just to go in there, and we'll get that working for us in a minute or two. Okay, once we have that in there, that will break down nicely. Also, we have a little bit of spinach. And I'll let all that come together, and then we'll be able to get that sorted out. I just put a little lid on that. Let the steam start building up, let it melt down, let the carrageen flavour influence the spinach, let the spinach embrace the actual carrageen. I have a few little onions, a nice little bit of Celtic salt, very, very nice. Okay, back to the sole, and that's what I'm talking about. We're on the journey of cooking this fish, and that's what I want to do. Get all those lovely flavours. Wow, look at that, that is absolutely fantastic. Just basting, the art of this dish is in the basting. My nice spoon there, it's a lovely ladle spoon that I can put the lovely butter with its flavours onto it, onto the fish. Lovely indeed. And I'm not going to turn that over until I'm confident enough that that has a lovely golden brown colour, and you'll see that just in a minute as I do that. What else have I to cook? Well, I have to bring in a starch factor, and I'm not really a fan of just using potatoes all the time. That is a choice that everyone can do. I look to use the grain food of old, the porridge, the oatmeal and all that, and that's what I have in here. I've just started up a little bit of flour, my egg, my pinhead oatmeal. But what have I got? I've got a nice little dandelion and buckrock beer just to go into this, so that will just go in. Lovely, very nice. And you see that the fermentation of the actual batter, you know, you fizz it up there. I can smell that. That's lovely. It's lovely and sweet. There's a berry kind of flavour, there's a kickback, and I know this will go well with the fish. You know, it won't be too strong to influence it, but it will support the actual dish in our Celtic soul. That's what we're doing today. So I'll just let that settle there. I need to get a few little herbs on this, and I love working with the herbs as well. I have basil and I have a little bit of parsley. I'll just break that down, get it onto my board. Be very nice indeed. And again, you know, I'm just watching the sole here cooking. I'm out and about here in just on the harbour, Bullock Harbour down in Dalkey, and we're just very, very near Dunleary, Bray, Killiney, all the east coast of Ireland here on the south side of Dublin. So choppy, just getting a little bit of chopping there, just getting all those nice green into it. Now wait and you see as I put that into my nice batter there, and a little more beer just to go in there. And then we'll cook that in a minute or two. Once we're finished with the sole, we'll put that in. It won't take too long to cook because it'll be just 2-3 minutes on each side. You like a little pancake, but you've aerated it with the beer. The fermentation of the beer will just lift that up, and it'll be a nice texture, kind of a spongy little texture. So that's ready there. Okay, the other thing that we're looking at is that we'll do a lemon garnish. And what I'm going to do there is I'll just peel that lemon in a minute or two, chop a little bit of parsley, dip that into it, and that will go as a garnish on top of the sole when it's ready. Well, it's time now just to keep this going. And you see that lovely orange? I don't know if you can see the lovely orange style butter. Look at that. Very, very nice. Try this at home, like if you could do a few little prawns, a little bit of butter, just put that into the pot, boil it up for 5 minutes, a little bit of herbs in there, and you have a totally different texture, totally different colour and flavour into your butter, ready for fish cookery. You can also do that with oil. If you have a little bit of olive oil and some vegetable oil, you can do the same thing with the prawn heads or crab shells or whatever you have available. Now, basting. That is the trick of today. Just with the sole, you know, get that butter flowing there, let it melt back down, you know, let the colour start building up, let the flavours start combining, and that's what we want here in the quality cuisine that we're looking at as a quality piece of fish. And the whole thing about cooking fish, you need to hit it at the point, à point. À point would be at the point, and that is where the fish is just cooked, and it's not over, it's not under, it's just at the point. Okay. So a little bit more. And there we have it, just going like that. That's nice indeed. Okay, we're around 3-4 minutes away from turning, and I am very, very careful not to turn it too soon because I want the colour to build up before I turn it, because that I've only one chance to do this. And then once I put it on the other side, the cooking will penetrate the whole fish through to the middle and get it cooked, and then we're ready to serve that. Okay, let's have a little look in the pot here. Now, okay. Just do the lemon. What I'm doing there, rather than cutting this off, I'm going to tear off the actual skin off the lemon. Get all that going there nicely. And that will keep the shape of the lemon, and then I'll be able to dip this into my chopped parsley and ready for the lovely Celtic sole. My spinach is already cooked through the carrageen, which has melted down. And then I'm just going to get ready to do the little beer pancakes to serve with this dish. Okay, that's done there. What I'm looking to do here now is just get 2 or 3 nice slices. Take out the piffs, or the nice seeds, so just put them there. Then just dip that there, and dip that there. All ready for the sole. Now, as I said, we were travelling with the sole, you know. I'm after basting it quite a lot. I'm after loosening it up here. Just getting my nice spatula underneath. Just turning that over. Lovely. The end ray, golden brown. Now it just has to cook on the other side, and then we're ready to serve this up. All right, just get my little tray on here. Heat that up now. Then I'm just going to get the batter with all the lovely herbs and all that. And that's what I like to use. Like, that's quite chunky, and you know, you can see the robust herb. But I have basil, and I have a nice little bit of parsley just going in there. I just put this in. Very nice too. Let that cook away. And that's just take 2 or 3 minutes ready to turn over. Okay, just keep basting. And the butter has done its job. It's flavoured this lovely sole. And that's so easy, that's so simple, you know. All I've done there was change the value of the butter into a prawn butter that has a rich flavour of the shellfish, and then you're able to, you know, use that. Okay, let's take this off now. Side. Now, I'll just get that turned over. I've just put the prawns in there. A friend of mine, Peter again, Caviston, got me some nice wild mushrooms, so I'm just going to put them in there. Lovely. And that will be the finishing texture of the dish. A little squeeze of lemon. Very nice indeed. A little bit of parsley just going in there. And just rattle that up. That's nice indeed. I have my pancake done. We have the carrageen and the spinach done. Now it's nearly time to plate up. Okay, we're just here. The last few things we're after putting in, the prawns, the lovely wild mushrooms. Just behind me there is the Stena boat coming in. We'll be going on that because our next journey is going to be over in Wales, and you'll see a few programs done over there. So I just need to lift this out. What a lovely sole, very, very nice. In my nice oval plate. Let those just cook there for a second or two. Just get a little bit of parsley in there, a few little shallots, a little bit of my Celtic salt, very nice indeed. And then I just need a little bit of honey. Give that nice sweetness. Give that a nice little stir around. And that's a garnish that's going on top of the actual sole that we have here. Now I have a little pancake that we made earlier on. So again, I'm just going to put that there. We have our carrageen and our little bit of spinach. So I just want some of that. And that's the seafood of this dish. You know, the carrageen and the spinach, combining, and also being able to be a different technique of doing things. Like spinach, we know, carrageen, a little salty, able to mix that. It goes into jelly, mixes into spinach, and a different kind of vegetable to eat. Then the last thing that we need now is our nice little garnish. So we have it here. And you see, I started off with a lot of butter, and what I have there is just, you know, 1 or 2 nice little tablespoons full just to go onto the sole. And then we have our nice garnish just going on top. Quite a full meal, this. And what we have here is our Celtic sole, cooked by the Druid with passion and soul that I give to this cookery. We have our nice lovely pancake with our oatmeal, our beer. We have our spinach with our carrageen, bringing the sea flavour to the spinach. We have our nice wild mushrooms picked today out in the woods. We have our nice prawns, and then we have the lovely butter with the flavoured with the prawns, and also with some nice herbs. I give to you, from the Druid chef, the Celtic sole, from my soul to your soul.
I went out to the hazelwood, because the fire was in my head, and I cut and peeled a hazel wand and hooked a berry on a thread.